Mick Angelhere from Mick Angelhere's Australia. Right now I'm sitting on the rocky shore of Sydney. Well, this was once what it used to be like. Now it's like this. Sydney 2016. We've also got a cormorant sunning himself, enjoying the view just as much as we do. This is the Australian Navy yard there. And we are in Woolloomooloo, near the Botanic Gardens in Sydney. One of the species of water birds that inhabit the Sydney area, Sydney Harbour. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but never seen it before. He doesn't want to get too close, but it's a nice looking bird actually. I have to find out what sort of bird it is. I'm sure some of you would be able to tell me. By the way, did I tell you it was autumn? We're now coming up to the Art Gallery of New South Wales, where all the paintings have been stored. I'm going to show you something. Before, this whole area used to be just parkland, and in the 1950s, 1960s, early 1960s, New South Wales government wanted to build a freeway. So what they did this. That used to be parkland. Rather than building a tunnel, they did the Cowhill Expressway, which you see runs in the front round in front of Circular Quay. And they just built this freeway through the domain. Incredible. Crazy. Anyhow, we are now, just thought I'd show you that some lack of planning. They could have just put it all underground. Nah, that's too much like hard work. Anyway, we're now coming to the New South Wales Art Gallery. Very posh place. That's where a lot of the art, is hanging about, literally. I don't know if I'll show you anything in there, because they might be a bit stroppy about that. You've got to get permission and all that sort of thing to show and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to, as I said, I'm just doing a quick walk tour. I'm just doing a quick tour walk about Sydney because I've got a few things I've got to do. But just a bit of a tease of what this we're going to do here to show you. That's right, the Sydney New South Wales Art Gallery. And now we're about to enter the domain, guarded by these two individuals. We are now entering the domain. This area was, as I said before, was cut in half by that freeway, which was a damn shame because this place is amazing. they have a lot of events here in the domain. Christmas carols in the park, carols in the domain. They have a few other events. So yes, it's been a fixture of Sydney since the early days of the colony, really, once they cleared out the land a bit. But this used to be some of the early photos just full of gum trees, and in the domain they had cattle feeding here. The landowners used to let the cattle feed here, even though there were restrictions placed on that. They ignored that. But so the domain has a very colourful history. We are now at the back of Macquarie Street, back there. The building there with all the little cubbyhole type thing, that's the new part, well, the newish part of the New South Wales State Parliament building. You got the tower up there. Centre Point Tower, that one with the gold bit. I can remember when they were building that up, they literally inched that up. The whole of Sydney used to watch its progress, you know. Yeah, it was quite exciting to see that. It was the tallest building in Sydney. I'm not sure whether it still is, so I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so we're coming to the back of the Sydney Eye Hospital, but we're in the domain now. Before they in the 1950s used to be able to walk all the way down to the water, but they put that freeway. They're just too lazy, they couldn't be bothered putting in the tunnel.